In this tech tip, we're going to talk about white balance. What is white balance? Well, it's a calibration or a setting within your camera that tells your camera whatever you're showing to it at that time is white. So you can hold up a white piece of paper, it could be a script page, whatever, and hit the white balance button. And that will tell it, hey, this is white, so it'll know that my skin is flesh tone, pink flesh tone. This folder is red, this tennis ball is green. So if you white balance on something else, say this red folder, it would actually skew the color balance. Let's take a look at it if we did white balance on this red folder. So you can see now we've white balanced on this red folder and it's totally skewed the color spectrum to where I now look like the Hulk. So if you want to go for that kind of weird green fluorescent look, this might be a way to do it. So now look, we've white balanced on a blue gel and it's shifted toward the warm spectrum, kind of a gas lamp feel or a firelight feel. But there's all kinds of experimenting you can do with white balancing to get different looks. With white balance, you're dealing with the visual spectrum of light. And for filmmaking, the two biggies you deal with are 3200 degrees Kelvin, which is a wavelength, a long wavelength, which is warmer, and daylight, which is a cooler, bluer wavelength of light. Those are your two basics. One of the reasons you might want to play with white balance is to create a day for night look, where you actually balance the camera on something warm to give a blue look and underexpose a little bit to make it look like it's night. Now, one of the things you don't want to do is pan up toward the sky. It's a dead giveaway that you're shooting day for night. So you have to do specific angles for day for night. One of the most common mistakes is when you're shooting outside, you forget to white balance, you end up with this blue overcast look. Here's an example of a scene that's improperly white balanced. Then we properly white balance and you can see everything looks normal. So we have lots of different ways to manipulate color balance in your camera. I'd get some gels, play around with them, and try experiment with different looks. Don't go overboard because some of the stuff you can do in post, but play around, have some fun.